Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab you a libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola, from the west side. Happy Monday, happy Monday. Hey, DLD. Happy Monday. So, sorry I'm a little late, y'all. But I had to push it back because I was at a leadership conference, actually, virtually. And the evening session went a little longer than I thought it was going to go. So, yeah, I'm a little late tonight. But I'm here. And I'm actually doing two things at once. I am going live with y'all right now, and I'm also uploading the latest Coffee Talk series. So that's coming, and then probably in the middle of the night, I will be uploading my daily thoughts. So it's been that kind of day. But I was, I wasn't at work today. I was at a conference to, kind of get some information. And actually, some of the stuff we talked about today, it was very interesting. I unfortunately, can't go into full details because some of this stuff just is stuff that, even though we were doing it virtually, it was obviously a closed meeting. And, some of the things that we talked about or that was discussed in this aren't things that I can say on YouTube just because. So, but we did talk a lot about voting and the many people who are having to make a decision in regards to that. And just the feeling, just as I have said, of a lack of information. And I don't think that that would just be those of us who are people with melanated skin. I think that that's a kind of across the board situation. And speaking of voting, um, I'm going to say rest in peace to Colin Powell, who died today, and he had fully voted. But he still got something. and it was due to complications. So, I mean, he was an older gentleman, but that's the thing that I worry about because he was like 2 years older than my dad. My dad will be 83 on his next birthday, and Colin Powell was what 84, and yes, the way that we look at this, I mean, is that we know that a lot of the people who have not survived this were people who were older. But you see, that's why I said that just voting by itself is not enough. You know, that's not going to do what they're leading people to think. It offers you some, you know, but nothing is 100%. Rest in peace, Colin Powell, the one um, black Republican that I can say never sold out the his people in being in the Republican Party. He is simply, a more conservative, you know, black person. And there's a lot of us who are more conservative and we don't belong to the other party. We're nonpartisan. I'm one of those people I can't do it. I just can't. I'll just do the nonpartisan thing. But I applaud him on all of the stuff that he did, and he opened doors for other, black men in service, you know. So rest in peace, rest in power, rest in paradise, you know. And here's the thing, you know that he was a man of integrity because no one has anything, no one's no scandals, nothing. There's nothing that they can say about bad about this man, even in death. You know, even in death. Okay, so now that I've finished doing my upload, let me come in my own daggone chat. I just couldn't be two places at the same time on my phone because I am in StreamYards on my laptop. So I am coming into my own daggone chat now. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. I'm in the chat. So it's me and you, DOD, for right now, and that's okay. That's cool. Um, I have been watching some of the stuff that you have been putting out, sir. I haven't had a chance to leave my comments, but I left my thumbs up. But I got to go back and leave my comments on some of the things that you were talking about. About I don't know, what do we want to call them? Because they're not really pro-black, and that explanation that was given in regards to Cynthia G telling black women to, abort their black male unborn fetuses. It's just insane. In freaking insane. So I say shouts out to those of you who come through on the replay crew, but you need to go check out my boy DOD's channel. He puts out some fire about some of the stuff that's going on in black news on and off of the platform. So please go and check out his stuff. She got major issues, dude. But here's what I said. Her issues are because of her choices. It's because of the black men that she chose And I'll just leave it at that. You know, and allegedly laid down and had a child with. But it's alleged. You know, it's alleged. But yeah, there's some stuff going on over there because everybody's looking at them sideways. Everyone's looking at this woman crazy right now because, you know, we saw how folks pounced in there, her among them, when CK left, you know, because I don't know, you're certainly not the next pink pill. I'm sorry, not sorry. Um, you know, not. And I personally like CK, you know, her message was not what people were saying it was, you know, but that's what they wanted to say. Like when she was on here on her last live that she did just to come back and gloat, she said one of the men that she's dating now, as she's, you know, in the final stages of, her divorce, is a black man, you know. And we knew that she obviously, and this is just my personal opinion, any woman, if if you are a black woman and you have black children, you can't have hate for the black man. You may just have disdain for the black men that you have chosen, but if you have a child that was with a black man, get the F out of here with that. Allegedly for you, Sinji. Alleged for you, girl. Let me turn this up a little bit. There we go. But there's been lots of little silly ish going on this platform. Like, while the world continues on, for those of you who YouTube is your only, I guess it's everything for you. I've already said for y'all to push back from the laptop, push back from the computer, push, you know, don't flip on your YouTube app on your phone. But I just feel that some of them just don't have a clue. But I do like that when my girl Reed, I think it looks like she's, not saying anything about that Chicago chick. It's like, pay her dirt. Her website doesn't even work. So why are you talking about her? She can say whatever she wants to say. You know it's not true. It just shows who she is. Your response is, you just don't, yeah, you know, respond once if you feel you need to respond, and then just bye, bitch. That's it. Like, you know, I mean, these people on this platform are not putting food on anybody's table. Okay, um, they not uh in your real life. So who gives a f what they're saying? Because you really don't know nobody. Even if you think you knew them 2 years ago, you don't know. Even if you think you know them because you've seen them virtually and you've seen them come on camera, and you don't know nobody. Just move on. Find something else to be your content. I did. I mean, y'all were never my content in the first place, but I didn't come on here to make other content creators my content. And it's already, you're losing your audience. But okay. you know, and then the whole fiasco with that fool who calls himself grown folks. And the foolishness that's been going on as he's being called out by, the beef area, you know, and you know, nobody in any. It's like this, dude. In There's not a part of these small microcosms of black sectors that wants to deal with your bullish. Everybody sees who you are, fool. And I mean, the only thing that you should really be doing, sir, hey, Miss Pamela, the only thing that you should be doing, sir, is starting on a plant-based diet. That's what you need to be doing. Because I wouldn't advise you, and I'm sure doctors won't advise you to go take any little blue pills or anything. Because it might interact with, the alleged meds that you're already on, or, things that are going on with your alleged insulin issues. You know, which have caused your ED, allegedly. That's a sad situation. And then you get on here and talk all that crap. You know, see, I was off, and I popped in and out over the weekend. Listening to nonsense. Popped into certain channels just to give them a freaking thumbs down for their idiocracy. you know, but it's just funny. The world is opening up, y'all. Okay, there's stuff outside of the platform that you could be talking about. Like, I don't know, the alleged $600 that the IRS is trying to get implemented as to where they start looking at people's account at deposits of $600 or more in a given month. You know, so we won't be having. So it'll be. They want to take it from the $9,999.99 limit down to 600. That's something y'all could be talking about, doing some research on, coming on. Especially these ladies who keep saying that they're accountants. I can't. Especially these CFAs and CPAs that are on here, but we don't know if they actually have a degree or not. But, in accounting, not saying hey, they could have a degree, but it's not that easy to become a CPA, and it's even harder to become a CFA. I know because one of my sorority sisters, who has a PhD in accounting, is the only black woman that I know that did that. But I digress. Yeah. She's a college professor, you know, now because she's no longer doing, in the, you know, accounting world, but she worked for one of the big eight when it was the big eight. Now I think it's the Big Ten. Did all of that, did all those exams, got her master's, got her, worked for LaFace Records back in the day, chased Babyface all over LA to get him to sign things to pay their bills. See, that's the type of person. See, I got you under both of your things, Miss Pamela. No matter how you come in the chat, you're wrenched up. No matter how you come in the chat. But that's something that they could talk about. The $600 limit is coming down, which, really, if you think about it, this is something that we've all been aware of for quite some time. Is that they don't want a middle class. They don't want a middle class. They don't want a middle class. They want rich or poor. You know what that sounds like to me? That doesn't sound like democracy. That sounds like, I don't know. And it doesn't sound like capitalism either, by the way, because we're a capitalist nation, even though we call ourselves a democracy. We're a capitalist nation. But what that sounds like, moving towards a little socialism, is it? I don't know. Just a thought. But it's very interesting that they would drop it from $10,000 to $600, you guys. Is that to maybe get the alleged, you know, funds that all of us who work for financial institutions have to go through 3 freaking hours of training every year. Every year. Compliance training on dealing with anti laundering and suspicious activity reports, SARS reports, other known as what banks file when they see funny business going on in your account. But see, now the IRS wants the banks to do, get down to that little, those smaller increments because they feel like there's a lot of money that's not being declared on tax returns. Now, let me just say this for those of us who are content creators on this platform. If you get one penny, $4, $5, $100, $1,000 through your Cash Apps and Super Chats and PayPals and Venmos and Zales and all of that stuff, please be aware that all of those things are monitored. They're all monitored. The only thing that's not regulated right now is, well, that Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. So don't think that you can earn money on this platform in any way, shape, or form and not declare it. Especially you people who allegedly got PPP loans for your YouTube businesses. But you said it was some other business. But, you know, Don't do it, because as we're coming out of this, the states and the federal government, IRS, are going to be looking for money any way they can. Don't be the stupid one who doesn't declare theirs. That was for free. That one was for free. Okay? But I heard that one of the Kardashians, the oldest one, is engaged to Travis Barker. Shouts out to Jovi, who talked about this morning, Jovi Beauty, because she does the celebrity gossip, and I'll just like talk about it a little bit in my thing. That's not my thing. I'll just talk about whatever. But it was interesting in her chat, and this is probably this things that I've seen around is that everyone's like really glad about that for her, because let's be clear, we thought that we thought that you know Scott had pretty much trapped her. What they got, 3 4 kids, all her kids are his. She got like 4 kids with him, and she still was able to find someone who wanted to be with her. So you ladies out there who have a few kids, it's not impossible. But hopefully, and this is no shade, hopefully you don't have a different father for every kid if you've got more than 2 kids. I'm just saying, you know, because all her kids were with one man. And, I guess she's the only one out of the entire crew, well, her and Kendall, that, they embrace, you know, who they are versus, trying to be us. Blackfishing, like some of their siblings are doing. But, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The only way that your kids are going to have, and it still may not work, your kids, thankfully, all y'all kids have pretty much black noses and everything because, of the guys that you chose. But you can say this to you, Miss Chloe, and I used to like you, girl, but you say this to you. Your pick, it could have gone either way. It could have gone either way with that cheater, pumpkin eater dude you're with. Are you trying to show you ride or die? Ride or die, ride or die, ride or die? Girl. I guess it's just, y'all have something to prove. You, Kim, Kylie. But shouts out to Courtney for getting a man to propose without her popping out a baby for him. Now, in Scott's defense, he did ask Courtney to marry him, but he was a mess. He was not stable. So he gave her no way that he could make her feel secure. What did I tell y'all? It's the number one thing for women, to feel secure. The man to make us feel secure. Not always about the money, although he has a little bit of that. Probably not as much as her, but he's got a little bit of that, you know, because he was a trust fund baby. Only child. So I think, I don't know why it stopped, y'all. It just does that sometimes. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I just decided it didn't want to play anymore. So now I've got to wait for it to come back. Yep, see, just stopped on me, y'all. All right, let me bring y'all back the music in the background so we have the background of that and y'all don't hear whatever's playing over in another room and I don't get a copyright strike. Let me turn the music up. All right, there we go. There we go, y'all. What did you guys are saying? But Courtney's the only one, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, it did kind of look like she kind of saddled herself as being a single mom. But I think she was really afraid of marriage because of her mom. I just think she was, you know? And I think it was really how the marriage ended between her parents because we got to remember Courtney was the oldest, so she kind of understood more of what was going on than maybe the younger ones did. Her and Kim understood what the heck was going on, because I think they were like teenagers or something, you know, and we all know it's because Chris cheated. So, you know, hey Jack, but shouts out to Courtney for getting that ring, for having it put a ring on it, and I think that's a good move for her, you know. And this is her first marriage because he ain't been married before. I believe this is his like I don't know second or third. I don't know, one of them. And I know like he had a near death experience a couple of years ago. He was in a plane crash and almost died. So maybe he's looking at things a little different, you know. I mean, he clearly does not need um, her to be no. This is like kind of a come up for her, really, you know. And I mean, I'm sure he probably may not have the kind of money that Kanye had because all the stuff he was diversified in. But Travis, Travis got a little bit going on. Hey Tito, most not are not getting that paper. Engagement is not a prize. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I know. But I think this is considering it's taking her this long. Because I mean, isn't Courtney like 40? You know what I'm saying? And she are over 40. So and she got 4 kids. So shouts out to her for getting an engagement ring. And I mean, I don't think that it's gonna be one of them long engagements or anything. I don't think she's like I don't think she's like her sister. I don't think, her sisters. I don't think she wants like this big extravagance or anything like that. I think she's the type that's gonna probably want something small and intimate. you know. So maybe they'll just go elope, you know, because that was a big thing how he did it. It was just nice to see finally the only sister who appears to be normal out of you know out of the ones who are actually you know Robert the late Robert Kardashian daughter, for her to finally get into a situation versus playing house with Scott Disick for years. They played house for years. So, you know, I think this is a good look for her. And it'll probably, being as he's in the country world, I doubt seriously this is going to pull him, into whatever stuff, over there. And aren't they finished? Didn't they already film the last season, or aren't they finishing the last? Isn't the last season going on? Who knows? I don't know because I don't even watch the show. I don't even watch that show anymore. I haven't watched it in years. I watched it when it first came out. I think everybody did, but it just, yeah, it didn't come off as authentic as it started to go along. I had been done by the time Kim married Kanye. I was already done. I wasn't even watching it by that point. But they made a lot of money for entertainment TV network. Made a lot of money for them. But I'm not broken up that they're not going to be on TV anymore. I'm just telling the truth. You only watched it twice. I mean, I watched it when it first came out. Like, when it started and all the stuff about the tape of her and Ray J. Yeah, I was watching it back then, you know, but I had long since checked out when Bruce Jenner became Caitlyn Jenner. I was that At that point, the show just became everything that was going on in regards to that show. Just it was just crazy. Nothing to do with his life decisions, but to become a her, just the timing of everything was just bizarre, bizarre. And I've already, I stated my opinions about this long ago, like when Caitlyn won Woman of the Year and stuff. Like we got us over here thinking, doing a sojourner truth. Ain't I a woman? You know? But we're not even going. That's not my conversation tonight. That's not where my conversation is going tonight. So let me just back up off of that one. I want to keep this a monetized stream. That has to be like those kind of that would have to be once I start a membership, do like in a membership only stream or something. Yeah, not in a monetized stream will we be having any of those kind of conversations. But I will be putting out a coffee talk um, after I get off on DV, Black women and DV. So if that, I mean, for those of you who are aware, um, this month is National DV Awareness Month. And the color to represent DV is my favorite color, purple. You know, I remember they had those purple purses. Now there's another month. I think they also do DV awareness in May, but this is the original one. October was the original month that it was, DV awareness was done. So, in honor of that, my coffee talk is in regards to Black women and DV, and it will be out shortly after I get offline. I just have to, go into the YouTube studios and release it. Because for those of you who weren't here at the very beginning, when I started the live stream, I was still uploading it to the YouTube studios, and it finished after I had started the live stream. So when I finish, I will go over there and do that because I want to be in my chat on my phone. But and my daily thoughts is going to be on lupus. I have a few friends that I know that have that. And it's interesting that there's more women with it than there are men. But I don't think a lot of people really know about it. They just know the name. So my daily thoughts are going to be on that. And that will be uploaded sometime. Between now and tomorrow. It'll be up. It'll be up. But I'm going to come on camera, you guys, because tomorrow I am going to be at the second day of the leadership conference. And hopefully by tomorrow I'll have things finalized with some other things that I'm doing. So by Wednesday, when I come on, I'll be able to share a couple of things with you guys, maybe. But let me get this. Let me find the camera. Hey everybody. I know it's bright in here. I promise you when I in my new habitat, it won't be so bright. Come on, say hi. You gotta stoop down, they can't see you. You gotta look ahead. There you go. Alright? Yeah, he don't want to give y'all eye contact. Sorry. That's why he's just like this. Not really giving you eye contact. Not really giving it to you. But anyway, you guys, I am about to get out of here. I will be back on Wednesday. It's already scheduled. I'm on it. I have the Coffee Talk series on Black women and DV coming up. It will be out. Let's see, what time is it now? It's 11 o'clock. So it'll be out by 11:30 my time, and that is 2:30 a.m. on the East Coast. So most people see it tomorrow morning. Please go look at it. Please thumbs it up. If you aren't already on my channel, please ring that bell and get subscribed, because I do more than these live streams. I got tons out there for y'all. But I will be back on Wednesday. Until then, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. Here's the outro, and I'm out of here, you guys. Peace. Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side.
I'm out. Peace.